What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am in a new area today, opening up the video because I am making over my back patio. So in this video you will see me turn my back, well, not my back patio, my back pathway space from this to this. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I did it, then keep watching. So first I started out with cleaning out the, I guess, bed space. It just had some hay. We have a lot of clay here in North Carolina, I guess, when they build houses, so that was kind of annoying, but just cleared out all of the clay so that we can get started. I also used this hand shovel to just break out any rocks or clay pieces that I could. Next, I took the patio slash paver leveling sand just to level out the area. And honestly, this order that I used, I ended up doing a little bit different on the next side of the patio. But just to show you kind of what my process was, because this was my first time doing it, I just spread out the sand everywhere and then took my hand shovel to kind of smooth it out and try to get it more even. I did end up using a few bags of this sand, and I will say, although they were the same brand, sometimes the colors were different, and that was the same with the rocks. I guess just because, you know, it's a natural source, you can't determine that it's gonna look the same, but this is how it looked when it was all finished. Next, I have some landscape pins and this weed blocker fabric. I honestly don't really need this for weeds, but more so just because I don't want the clay or the sand to mess up the color of my white marble rocks. So I just unraveled this and spread it out across the bed. I don't know what area to call that area, but yeah, we're gonna call it the bed. So then I took the landscape pins, and all you have to do is stick them down into the ground, and if it, you know, there's not any rocks or anything down there, it should go straight through. If not, you can use a mallet. So I just did that in the different areas to make sure that it was secure across the entire bed. Then I took my X-Acto knife to just cut off any of the excess that I didn't need, so off the edges, because that's where I'm going to put the bricks. So now it's time to lay down the bricks. So first I just wanted to kind of outline where I wanted everything, and then I ended up going back using my level to see if I need to add any more sand, which I don't show in any of these clips, but I did do that just to make sure that it was level, and really just used my best judgment on where I felt they should go. I did want to go for that like stacked border look, so I do have them stacked on top of each other. And before gluing the bricks down, I put down my other decor pieces, so my plants and my lights, just to kind of outline where they should go before sticking anything down, quote unquote, permanently. So then I went to bed, and this is the next day. So I took this Loctite heavy duty construction glue in my caulk gun so that I can glue down the bricks. This is because, you know, this is a pathway, so there's a lot of walking through and traffic coming through, so I don't want the bricks to ever move with people walking by or just the weather. And as you can see in these clips, I do have my level right there because I used that to make sure everything was leveled before finally gluing it down. So once I finished all of that, it was time to actually put down the plant. So again, just kind of adjusting, making sure it looks how I want it to. Granted, I can move them whenever I want. I just needed to make a hole for where the plants were going so that the water could seep out into the soil or the clay. So as you can see, I cut a hole into the fabric and just wrapped it around my planter. Next, I took my path lights. I got these from Lowe's. They were like $5 a piece and a super cute design. Basically, you just take the stake that is usually turned in the other way, you take it out, flip it so that the point is sticking outward, and you are good to go. First, of course, I'm outlining where I want it first before actually sign, sealing, and delivering. But yeah, so once I figured out where I wanted everything to go, all I had to do was jam it into the sand or the soil or clay, whatever kind of ground you're working with. And it went in pretty easily. If not, you can always use your mallet to kind of tap it on the top. Once that is done, the final piece is here, and that is putting down these marble chips. So I got these from Home Depot and really just busted the bag open and poured it out all over the place. Then just used my hand to spread it out and disperse it to make sure all of the black fabric was covered. Like I was saying with the sand, some of these marble chips were different colors. As you can see, some of them are like lighter, whitish, and tan, and then some have that like grayish tint to it. I didn't notice when I picked up the bags, and honestly, it's not really a huge deal to me because it just looks natural. But yeah, this is how it's looking so far. It was so pretty, and I basically followed the same steps to do the next side. So I'll just kind of speed through that side to kind of show you what I did. I did do slightly different steps on this one though. So I took the sand and only leveled the sand on the sides first, where I was putting the brick, and then I laid down the brick first instead of putting down the fabric. I just found this to kind of be better just because I wanted to make sure everything was level, given that this had an area where that white little circle is back there. That kind of made it a little hard for me because my bricks would not line up perfectly, so you'll see at the end that it's curved. But yeah. So here I'm gonna have a little issue because of where that white thing is. The bricks are curving. It's not a huge deal, it's just not the cutest thing, but yeah. So I laid everything down. I'm going to glue them, waiting on my mom to come back with some more rocks and finish this off. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a nice comment, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!